Horror Hour.
We all go a little mad. Get you.
Here's Johnny.
And before the episode starts, we would just like to give a quick Patreon shout out to Dorian Gibson. That is
Did you have a stroke?
words. Letters don't come out of my mouth easy.
Come does.
Something's
But we
going.
would just like to thank you for being a Patreon and enjoying our gutted. Sorry, I started thinking about George's asshole. Thank you for joining us.
Well, then that would be like chocolate with white
I'm not Nick Avocado. Let's get on.
worms.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like the pig and pearl.
I love that pig.
Oh, God. Okay, never mind. Let's
Oh
move
God.
on. Have mercy.
Hello and
Oh,
Oh, go on.
all right, Leah.
Hello and welcome to the Horror Hour, the show where we discuss, debate, and disagree on all things horror. I'm one of your co-hosts, Liam. Hello. And today we are joined by my fellow co-host and local Hooters legend, Yutaka.
Oh, yes. Hi. Hi. It doesn't bounce like that.
Well,
Oh, it's a shame. Just got to jiggle it.
oh,
We also have our local overworked and underfunded lady of the evening, George.
Hi. Thanks.
Hello.
have mercy.
And rounding us out this week, we have the part-time Stanford professor and part-time single mum of 3 who's just working paycheck to paycheck to fund the evening meals and her crippling addiction to Candy Crush, David.
Now 4. But yeah, no, I'm just here to
yeah.
spread positivity. That's all I'm here to spread, positivity. And unlike George's spreading the same thing, but a different type of positive. But anyways,
I've been spreading
hello.
so much.
Hello, darling.
Welcome. So today we are going to be talking about twists.
Oh, y'all wanted a twist, eh?
Twists. Oh, it's a little twisty. So best twists in horror. So to start us off, I would like to go to the elder of the group because she can give us a wise and insightful start to the evening. George.
Oh, 30
I'm
never looked so
39.
good.
Yeah.
Wait, are
we
you
actually
turning
going to be?
30? Oh.
Oh,
Oh,
That'll be soon. Do you actually want me to go first, or were you just joking that you're going to go to Yutaka? You want me to go first?
who usually
Yeah.
comes first?
yeah, go first.
Yeah, me. Okay. So
I
this
said
film.
your name.
Say my name. So
Oh,
the. Honey, that was on key. I don't know what key,
Was
but it was
it?
on one of them. So
It didn't
this
open the door,
first-
girl.
It might have been a key, but it wasn't a note.
So this film, this first one that I've got here, I when I told you, Taka, we were just chatting before a bit earlier, and I said I've got a film that's from the 70s,
Oh,
and I've got a non-English speaking film. So I'm really broadening my horizons here. But this first film,
I'm
this is a film,
impressed.
thank you, from the 70s, and it is the original, The Wicker Man. Because I love that film. My dad, I remember, was like, you should watch, if you like, horror, you should try and watch this film. It's old, but it's really good. And I found it and I was like, let me watch this. And I was like disturbed and like, what the hell's going on? Because I'd never really seen a film, like a cult film, about cults, and I've seen other types of films, but this was
film about cunts.
yeah, but not cults. So this one, I was like, what's going on? This is really crazy. And of course, you can kind of gesture that there is something wrong on the island and that these people may not be what they seem. I mean, let me tell you, the song that they sing when they dance around that maypole and they're like, and on that bridge there was a that was sick. And then when the woman comes out with the tits and she's like banging up against the wall with the guitar and she's like, oh, it was iconic. But for me, like the big twist was like the fucking Rowan Morrissey pops out at the end and she's like, did I do good? And you're like, oh, you were in this too. Like it was crazy. And that ending was so like depressing. It was wonderful. I had a blast. Like I just thought it was a great film. I enjoyed, and yet it's not like a heavy twist, but I thought it was a fun twist that kind of, well, maybe
A
not
twist
fun,
is a
but
twist.
a twist is a twist. And it was an old film. So
But it's not Midsummer.
it's not Midsummer, of course not. No, because we didn't have somebody sit on the floor going, oh, oh, doing the same face she does in every film. But oh, sorry, you've got the top on.
Don't you talk about Florence Pugh like that.
I'm joking. I love Florence Pugh, but yeah. So my first one would be The Wicker Man. Have you all seen The Wicker Man? I assume, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
years
original.
ago.
I didn't know because if it was like more of a British thing, the original, then you'd all seen like the Nicolas Cage one.
What is it? What is it? What is it? Oh, no, not the beast! Not the beast!
So yeah, that'd be mine. The Wicker Man.
Thank you for your contribution.
Thank you.
So I'm going to just jump in here because I have a one similar to George's from the 70s as well. And I'm going with the original Stepford Wives.
Mhm.
Even though I do adore the remake just because of how overly camp and shit it is.
What, Don't Worry, Darling?
Obviously, it's not a horror.
Oh,
The one with Nicole Kidman
Oh, sorry.
and Bette Midler. It's not a horror, that version, because none of the women actually die. Whereas in the original, the women die. And so I went with that one. Yeah, it's like, I don't know, it's high camp, even though, like, yeah, high camp, love it.
Have any of y'all seen Valley of the Dolls?
No, I've always
No.
meant to,
I love
but it's never
Beyond
been
Valley of
available
the
on a
Dolls
streaming
because-
service.
Oh, okay. Beyond Valley of the Dolls is where it gets really rotted as the second one. It is I feel like George will really love it because it's very Lana Del Rey, like young girls trying to money, sex, drugs. It's like beautiful
What's it
women.
called? Beyond the
Well,
Dolls.
Beyond Valley of the Dolls is my favorite. Is the second one, but Valley of the Dolls is the first one.
Oh, okay.
I'd recommend Beyond Valley of the Dolls because that's when shit is like unhinged.
Do you have to watch the first one to watch the second one?
You should, but
Okay.
I don't. I mean, I've watched them.
Yeah, but you've seen it.
I just jump into
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
I'll
it's
have a look at that.
the bump, the 60s bump. Oh my god, it's so pussy. Oh, yeah. Anyways,
I love like
Yes. Stepford Wives, like who doesn't love a like even though like obviously the Stepford Wives are supposed to be like, oh no, the poor women that've been turned into these Stepford Wives. Come on, them bitches are glamorous. Like who wouldn't want to be one? Obviously they wouldn't want to be a dead one. But still.
But like in the remake, you could be one. That'd be all right because they're just
because in the remake you're a robot who is still a human though.
They just got a chip, haven't they, that controls.
Oh, that's it. Yes, a chip. And obviously that was twisty again under the twist because it turns out it wasn't even the man in that version. It was Glenn Close. It's always Glenn Close.
well, they can't give her the fucking Oscar.
I know. One day she'll get there. We love her for it, but
when
she'll get the honorary one.
Yeah, she does.
yeah.
mercy,
She'll get a
girl.
post. Is it what's it post?
Is it posthumous or post?
Posthumous.
Posthumous. There we go. She'll get the posthumous.
Like the pus. Like the pus.
That one.
You know, after a long weekend, and then you go to the doctor, and it's just like pus everywhere. Anyways, sorry, I was talking to Yutaka.
Jesus. So yes, Stepford Wives, fun 70s camp. Get on it. Yutaka, go on. Give us
All right.
Well,
so I'm gonna go. I don't know if we actually talked about this film on the channel. It's a French film, and it's super bloody, super gory. And I was a huge fan. It's written Alexander Aja. Well, he also directed it as well. And
from the House of Aja.
Yeah, Gregory Lavassie. But High Tension. Have any of you?
Oh
seen-
yes.
I've heard of it.
It's or tension, or I used to speak French.
It's like haute tension at the
Yeah,
end.
thank you.
It's got multiple names.
Yeah. So it came out in 2003, kind of a little bit of a lesbian story. We love our best friends, one's, lesbian.
Like Oprah and Gail.
Yes, exactly. Thank you. They
Allegedly.
decide to spend a quiet weekend at one of the girls' like family homes, and then there's this like kind of home intrusion or home invasion. This guy's just like killing everybody in like sick, nasty, gutted ways. And then at the end, you find out it's not that; it's her best friend.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Not
But
the
I
best
mean,
friend.
they never kind of give you that, because they obviously have a man playing like the killer, and even some like gross scenes where you kind of have to go back and think like, wait, that dude was screwing a severed head, but really it was her having fun with, and you're like, what?
Wasn't it like that serial killer? Was it Emmett Kemper who fucked his mom's head?
Oh,
Do you remember that? Y'all know Emmett Kemper?
it
No.
sounds
It
familiar.
was
I
this,
don't
it's
remember
this
that
Not a
big
one.
clue.
guy. He was like a big bitch. He was like 6'7" or something.
This is not Ed Gein, is it? Or is am I
No.
thinking- Okay.
No. They featured him in, what was that show with the bitch from Glee?
The bitch from Glee.
Oh my god.
Lea
from Netflix,
Michele?
and they canceled the show. It was a Mr. like he was a detective.
Oh, Thingy Minds. No. Oh, Jonathan Groff was in it.
Jonathan Groff. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I know who you're talking about. Gotcha.
Yeah, they featured him.
You're
in
talking
the
about
second
Mindhunters.
Yeah, thank you. In
That's
the second
it.
season, I think. Yeah. He was. Yeah, I was watching a documentary, and he was like that. He cut off his mom's head and he fucked it, all that stuff, and I was like, oh my god, yeah.
Oh.
And then
Gross.
my internet went off, so I couldn't come. But anyways,
Oh, first world problems.
yeah.
Such a shame.
But anyways, mine's High Tension. We'll go there.
Thank you for that.
Lovely.
David, round us out with your first pick.
Oh my god, this
Just
one,
like your ass is rounded out.
well, more oval. Well, more like a microphone cord bent out of shape. But anyways, it's mine is Dead Silence. I love this movie so much. It is such a good time. And listen, I'm a doll bitch. I grew up on Goosebumps with remember the dummy, the night of the living dummy, and all that shit.
Yeah.
So I lived because I didn't know this movie existed. Because somebody recommended it to me, and they were like, "Oh my god, you should watch this." Baby, I didn't know where the fuck this was going. When that bitch took her hand off this old bitch's back, and it was just like, I was like, what the fuck is going on? She dug a hole in his insides and put a stuck of wood. Oh my god. It was like Liam's OnlyFans child. I was like, what is happening? It was so good. But it was because I love a backstory, and it was just like the whole backstory with her and how they killed her and how they accused her and all that stuff. Oh my god, but that ending was so good. Oh my god, I love it. And just how I love it's because it gave us like Saw when they're like replaying everything back. Because obviously James, but oh my god, but it was so good. And then just seeing the mechanics of it and how she was like making him talk, and every time she left the room, it was like that. Oh, I love it. I watch it like every once in a while when I'm feeling like Friday night all alone. I put it on.
Masturbate Ryan Quantan or whatever he's called.
Who?
The lead. He was
Ryan-
in True Blood.
No. I was jerking off to the dad
Oh.
Yeah,
after they found out he was dead. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Mhm.
of course.
That checks.
But that was so good. That old bitch turned the party, honey, when she wasn't doing the thing back in the day. And then she looks at that kid who was laughing, who was like, "You're not real." Or is that? And she was like, they both look at each other. They were like, that shit was so good. I love that movie. It's so fun. Oh, and the death, the way they chops. Oh, in the beginning when the girlfriend, and we take the sheets off and it's like her mouth is gone. Oh, that shit is so good. Oh, I love it. I want that doll.
There we go.
You know that I ordered the Chucky doll?
Oh God.
Did you do it?
What?
Yeah.
You were talking about it for ages.
I finally I wanna get the Tiffany next because I want to have it when I do my reaction to Chucky. So I'm like,
I won't spoil, but I was talking the finale with George.
Oh, you saw it already?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Have mercy.
I got all the tea.
Wait a minute. You got it too? You ain't
No,
watching?
he hasn't logged into his account, so he probably.
No, last time I logged in, the last 3 times I've logged in, they haven't been there. So but I'm going to binge them myself. But I heard from Yutaka told me what was going on, so I was like, ooh. Anyway, I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm excited, bitch. I'm excited.
And I don't have access, and it's not available in the UK. So fuck you all.
Well, Yutaka has an extra room.
Not for him.
Scissor Sisters? No.
I could see you having like a comedy. Couldn't you see a sitcom with those two?
No.
Like Faulty.
Faulty Towers.
Have mercy. That would be hilarious. I'd watch that bitch. Oh my god. On VH1.
I think we should get our own reality show where we're like we have to set up a business together, all 4 of us.
Just go bankrupt, Chuck. Like
it would just be David walking around going, I wonder if we can make this pretty. With George running around saying, do you think it'll attract boys? Yutaka will just be there contemplating in the corner going, but we could also do this. Should we do this? What about this?
Yeah, it'll just be him in the chat.
And what would you be doing, Liam? Drinking.
I would be doing everything else.
He'd be dead.
I'm a functioning alcoholic, so I would have everything done so that I could drink.
Gotcha. It would just be on jacked up Golden Girls, bitch. It would just...
Oh.
No, I would really be. It would really be hilarious
ship.
to see like us like spending like at least a weekend in like a Fire Island thing just to see how what would like
who would come out alive.
Right.
Me.
I mean,
you'd
Nick
all
is
be dead.
Anyone. I mean,
right between Liam and George,
he's gonna have a grape whistle. Anyways,
I watched your barbarian reaction. That cracked me up.
Oh.
That's up.
I ain't trying to get demonetized.
Yeah, I know. Oh, it's all right. I was going to mention, but it's all right here.
Hey, I said grape. Okay.
Yeah,
which I appreciate.
Not that,
but
so George, take us away with your second pick.
Wait for David to drink his fucking oil canister. I'm my next one. This is an Austrian film.
Y'all are international today, honey. Oh my god.
Which came out in 2014, and I believe I don't know if it's out now. I think it might be out, but there's a remake that's coming out. It's Goodnight, Mommy. Which is the English, and this is the original Austrian version. I haven't watched the new remake. I'm actually scared to because I love the original so much.
You don't need to.
Okay. So this film, obviously, it's a film of a massive amount of red herrings throughout it. Like they're like throwing them left, right, and center. Obviously centered around these 2 children whose mother returned from surgery, which is what one day I want to look like that woman. She has a full bandage, just full face, head covered, just iconic.
When we're taking a turkey for your hair, darling.
Hair, nose, lips, eyes. Oh God, it's gonna.
And she's gonna like Chloe when she gets back, bitch.
Definitely. So you're obviously meant to think, oh, hey, this mother seems she's been acting a little bit weird, that she doesn't remember some things. She seems to be strange. And these boys are then convinced that this is not their mother and is some imposter, is an alien, or is it like somebody else trying to be their mother? And then the twist
my mother. I'm sorry.
Yes. Literally, because the twist that comes after is like, oh shit, that is their mother. And has everyone seen the film? Yeah.
Isn't it that he kills his?
Yeah, his brother's dead. Yeah,
and
like so at the beginning of the film, you see them like playing in the lake, seeing how long they can hold their breath. But then the other one obviously didn't come back up. And so throughout this whole
the other one couldn't hold his breath very well.
No,
Christopher.
He lost the game.
Like, also, if you felt yourself going, wouldn't you go up? But anyway, so it turns out this kid has been chatting to himself the whole time. and burns down his house and kills his mother, and then they walk out into the woods. But I thought it was a great and it's got some really like it's quite a tense film. It's got some like really crazy scenes, like when he starts gluing his mother to like is it the floor or the bed? He glues his mum to something so she can't move. I think it's on the bed.
Oh, that's right.
Kind of like that cat from The Collector.
Yes.
Oh,
Ooh.
that's a nasty scene.
Yeah.
They ripped that pussy right off the frame, bitch.
Oh.
But yeah, I mean, I really love this film. I'd recommend anyone. I mean, we haven't seen it, I've just spoiled it for you. But
we're spoiling every film that we
they should know that
it's in the title of the fucking video.
Yeah, like skip if you haven't seen the film, skip to the ones you have seen.
Oh Jesus.
But yeah, it's a really great film, and yeah, I know they did a remake, and I love Naomi Watts, although she was terrible as Diana. But in everything else she's done, she's been really good. So it's a shame. But doesn't mean that much.
Fucking Dianas. Can we like what?
And they're getting worse with every bloody step.
Oh?
I'm like,
wait, have you seen
I watched all of season 5 and
I'm gonna just watch it from Mariah's scene, honestly. I just want
for the opening 10 seconds, and I go,
yeah, I'm good. I'm fine. How's she doing? How's this Diana?
She's all right, but she has she puts on such a low voice, like it seems like an act, like it's all very like no one will ever understand. Whereas Diana is a lot more soft with her speech, rather than
Who's the best Diana that you've seen?
I genuinely, in terms of voice, I think that Emma Corrin, who did Diana in the previous season, had the closest voice. But I think in terms of mannerisms, Kristen Stewart really had a lot of Diana's mannerisms down. She didn't look anything like her. She didn't really sound that much like her. But the mannerisms, the eyes, the way she held the body, like, was top tier. Like, if
it's
you could
like Snatch Game. You don't have to look like her, but if you slay the challenge.
Like, if you put Emma Corrin's voice into Kristen Stewart, that would have been like chef's kiss. But I love Elizabeth Debicki in this, like, as a great actress. But yeah, anyway,
she was in
Great Gatsby.
She was
yes.
Oh my god,
Jordan with that bob.
Because she was so tall and skinny. I was like,
I saw it, never tell. She's so good.
Okay, I've unleashed something in George.
Yeah, sorry, you should have mentioned that film. Anyway, yeah, good night, mommy. Thank you very much.
Right, so next I'm going to go with Sleepy Hollow.
Oh.
Okay. We'll pretend Johnny Depp hasn't done anything. And talk about it.
Just separate it, darling. Oh, yeah.
Separate art from life.
That's right.
It's just so beautiful. Like the way it's like played out, like it looks real, but it looks like a set. Like it's so Tim Burton-y and beautiful, and just I don't know how to describe
language.
Are we gonna get to the twist, or are you just gonna talk?
Yeah, I'm like,
but I just love the film, and then obviously you get
this is your favorite films.
And it's one of my favorite films, yeah. And then obviously you get to the end, and it turns out it was Lady Van Tassel all along. Bloody Miranda Richardson, she's such a sexy bitch. Like when she just turns around and she just went from being like really prim and proper throughout, well, apart from obviously when she's fucking the dude. But she was still sexy then. And then she just turns around, and it's just all like her hair's disheveled and just good. It was me. Love it. And then plot twist again, the witch is her sister, and they were the kids from the beginning. So like plot twists all around. I just love it. And Christina Ricci as well. Be still my beating heart. So fucking sexy as a blonde, isn't she? Oh.
What year did Sleepy Hollow come out? 2000?
99 or 2000?
99.
99, I think.
Yeah. I just
want to go back.
Back to 1999. But
I've distracted the gaze. Okay, anyway.
Oh yeah.
I had you said that, and my first thought was Disco Love by the Saturdays, so I was like way off. Think of the chorus, Liam.
I can't get all fired up out my head. Every time someone says the Saturdays, I'm just getting all fired up. I feel it.
Okay, that's a good one too.
Were the Saturdays big in America?
Nope.
Oh
no, Yutaka's just a good gay and knows anything. That is like gay, gay adjacent.
And he doesn't like disco. I'm just so confused.
What?
It's true.
You don't like disco?
No, he doesn't like disco.
Moving on.
I don't think we should move on because moving on
would
means
like to
we're gonna
have
have to
that
listen to your
conversation.
shite.
I would like to have mercy.
Hey, at least I
fine,
know of it,
Yutaka.
whereas George, it just goes over his head.
Honey, I have a whole playlist of disco. Once Sylvester comes on, honey. Anyways.
Yutaka, give us your pick number 2.
All right. So this isn't so much as a twist, but as a shock ending. Like it has like a shocking ending because this entire time now, this is one of my favorites too. And it's a zombie flick, but it's got such a tragic ending in terms of what happens to one of the main characters. And that's 1968's Night of the Living Dead. This entire time they are fighting off all these freaking hordes only for Ben to freaking survive, which is obviously the sad twist, that he comes out of the basement, is alive, but the army shoots him because they think he's one of the dead, and then just toss his body to be burned. Like, you're with this character, like, oh my god, I hope you make it, I hope you make it, and you make, oh shit.
And he was so fine.
Both in the original and the remake.
And he shook that bitch up.
Yes.
Oh my god,
I was like, you need to
Barbara.
wake up, bitch. I would have thrown her feet first at these fucking zombies because I'm not dealing with your ass all like fucking night. Like, this is crazy.
I feel like that's where they got the scene from Clue with Mr. Green and Mrs. Peacock.
I had to stop her from screaming.
But yeah, I think it's a great film. It has really awesome tension. And I love George A. Romero, but man, that ending gets me every damn time.
I remember
It's a classic for a reason.
Yeah,
Yes.
it was. I think it was 2020 when on my channel I did like the watch-alongs every day for October, and we did Night of the Living Dead, and like hardly anybody had seen it because it is fairly old film. It's one of the few old films I'd seen because it was zombies, and I'm a big fan of George A. Romero. And everyone was literally at the end. Everyone was like commenting, going, "Is that the end?" And I was like, "Yeah." They were like, "Oh," I was like, "Yes." And we all just agreed that Barbara was chaotic as fuck, but.
I did like the lady who
Barbara.
played Barbara in the remake, though. I really liked that actress.
And then in the 1990 remake.
Yes.
Yeah,
Is it like the Psycho remake?
You know, the Night of the Living, like the 1990 remake is not as terrible as I would think, like, you know, the Psycho remake was awful. God awful.
What do you mean? Vince Vaughn was amazing.
Anyways, yeah, no, the Night of the Living Dead remake was not actually that bad. Obviously the original is so much better, but I still did enjoy the remake because I did see that one first. But then when I saw the original, I was like, oh, well, damn.
Yeah.
So.
And it was very poignant for its time as well, the story of basically what it was saying. Like,
yeah.
Oh, she knows civil rights?
Oh.
She's a huge fan of Harriet Tubman.
Honey, she was marching with Martin Luther King, honey. She was, yeah.
Just
George, not knowing your history, but this is when you know your history because of this.
Can I say she's terrible?
David, give us a second pick.
Well, mine's is, wait a minute, I gotta look at the year. Oh, 1962's Carnival of Souls, darling. This movie is one of the most beautiful movies I've ever seen. The score. I know I talk about the Prom Night score all the time, but this score.
Prom Night does deserve it,
haunting. Though. I mean, obviously. But I gotta give y'all a break sometime. But the score is so. Have any of y'all seen this movie?
No.
No? Okay. So basically it's like it's free on YouTube. And it's basically like this.
Thank you for the update.
These youngins that are like drag racing and
ruffians.
Yeah. And they go off the cliff. They all die except one. She comes up from the water. She becomes is it an organist? People, you know, that's what they call it. She plays organs and all that
stuff.
stuff.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So throughout the whole movie is like Yeah, but the organ is just like the part of the whole movie because you hear it throughout the entire movie. The shots are so good because she starts to see dead people, like the car is basically dead, souls and all that stuff. But there's scenes where it's like a bunch of dead people dancing, and the way they shoot it is like it moves very quickly, so the eye is like looking at a bit too much. Like this, the movie is one of the most beautiful movies I've ever seen because it's black and white. The it's like very pale. Like the dead folks and all that stuff. But the ending, so we're with her the whole movie, and the ending they cut back to, she's doing her whole life and all that stuff. She's living her life. She's seeing all these dead people. She's going crazy. When they cut to the end, they pull out the car, and the bitch is dead with all the rest of the bitches that died. When I saw this shit, I was like, wait a fucking minute. That was the first time that I saw a movie where we were with the main character the whole time, and then the bitch is dead at the end. I was like, y'all ain't playing with me like this. Y'all ain't doing this to me. I was cracked, bitch, because that poor girl was suffering. She was seeing dead people left and right. I was like, oh my god.
I remember the movie now. It was that moment.
When they pull that car up and they see her face, like,
so was it that she was a ghost and she was like,
she was a ghost? Yeah, she was just a tormented soul, and
right.
that's why she was able to see all the dead people. But just to see the shots of that movie is one of the most beautiful things. The dancing scenes at night when there's like the lights are twirling and the people are dancing, and it's a short movie. It's like an hour 10 or something. It's like pretty short.
Oh, that's why David likes it.
Oh yeah, I am. You know me, girl.
But it is. I remember that scene, that ending. Like that was.
I think that was the first time they ever did some shit like that. It was like the main character was dead all along. I was like, y'all ain't shit.
Who was that too? That actress? I felt like that was a big name.
Marilyn Monroe. Was she alive in the 60s? When did she die?
She died in 62, 63? No. Wait, hold on. Now, wait a minute.
Tell us. Update us. Tell us the time period. We need the information, David.
I think it was 1964.
64.
That's what I'm guessing. Liam?
Oh no, 62. She died the same year the movie came out. Yeah, I was right. Yeah. But because she did a movie like that came out. Anyways, but yeah, no, she was blonde. So you were in the same ballpark. But yeah, no, that was tragic. Because she was fucked up and
we talking about Marilyn or
loves horror movie? Oh, go and watch Blonde. Anyways, but yeah, it's so good. If you love horror,
I'll have to watch it.
And you want to educate yourself on your history, it's a great movie. So you can understand like the Sixth Senses and all those, and the Uninvited and all those other movies that came later.
Everything's been ripped off basically from like the 60s.
Nothing new under the sun, Shah.
No, just Death on the Nile.
So now that we've had our history lesson from Professor David, let's go back to the beginning for a third round. George, do tell us. Pick number 3.
My last one is this is an obvious one. I kind of went with, but I don't care. I enjoyed this film and I used to watch it all the time when I was a kid. And it's The Others, because Nicole Kidman's.
I think I would endanger the life of my own children.
They're everywhere. They say this house is theirs. Like, it's just.
Please, she's a girl.
Thank you. Oh my god, that was.
I love that shit. Anyway,
but yeah. I like that film. I love. I was always into Victorians when I was younger, like that sort of like the early First World War and before that. So like kind of like old style. That house was iconic, and it was, when you're young, and I was young when I watched that, you are just like, oh, these people are like bad people, they're ghosts, and what's going on. And then that ending where the woman's like, where did your mother shoot you? And you're like. And they're like, what? And she's like, no, our mother didn't kill us. And it's like, yes, she fucking did, babe. And they start ripping off the curtains and and then Nicole Kidman, when she's just like, I took you into the bedroom. And I was like,
I've always wanted to do a commentary to that movie just so I can add the clip of the Kardashians saying, she's death, you bitch. Like,
Thank
When
you.
she's shaking-
Love you.
Oh my god, that movie fucked me up as a kid because that old lady when she's blind and she's scribbling, she's like shaking and shit. I was like, oh no.
Throwing and the tables going.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
And it turns out.
I just really enjoyed the acting of that time period.
Early
As
noughties.
we've already had this
just-
discussion. It was just so like all the whispering. Everything was whispered.
Whispered and
Nicole
everything was in the
Kidman,
face.
Naomi
Everything
Watts.
was in the face.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everything was in the face. Yeah.
Naomi Watts. It was Nicole Kidman.
I know I'm saying like them actresses of that time. Like
yeah,
all of the actresses of that time, every role they did, it was always like, I'm going to do this. This is what is happening. It was always whispering.
Think of the
Intense.
children.
And then the
Yeah.
tears slowly fall.
Yeah.
And she looks snatched in that
Oh, she
like
looked
dark
gorgeous.
maroon with
Oh,
the
yeah.
hair up.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah.
and the candle. Yeah.
Oh,
the
that was when she
others-
did that Robbie Williams duet, wasn't it, as well?
I knew I
And
started
then I go and spoil it all
by saying
By
something
saying something
do you two know
stupid
that?
like I
What the fuck
love
are you talking
you.
about?
I know who
Oh my
Robbie
God.
Williams is.
No,
I just don't
but
know
no,
that
She did a
duet.
duet with
They
Robbie
did a
Williams.
duet.
I didn't know
Nicole
that.
Kidman and Robbie Williams did a duet together. Oh my God,
Yeah.
it's
I
think
do
it was,
like
like, just
Robbie
after Moulin
Williams
Rouge.
and Kylie Minogue's duet though. Kids.
Doing
That's
it
really
for
good.
the kid. Yeah.
Robbie Williams is great. But yeah, the
you-
others that'd be mine. I think it's a classic, and yeah, it's probably one of the more popular horror films with a twist ending, other than the main one. So yeah, but I really enjoy it, so I had to give a little shout out.
It's a great movie.
feels
The
yeah.
aesthetics and just when they blow in through the when
The doors
the
open.
door,
Yeah.
oh my god, have mercy. It looks so
Terrifying.
cold. Like just watching it, it's so good.
Love it. So
Oh,
yeah, thank
Brings me
you.
back to the blockbuster days.
Ah,
not Blockbuster.
Yeah. Morse code.
Yeah.
I actually worked for a Hollywood Video when I was a teenager.
I
Loved
would
working
l-
at a video store. It was amazing. All the free rentals and
Oh, you got free rents? You got it for free?
yeah.
Oh shit.
did you
Well,
get
I don't know, I didn't
discount
work
on
there.
like food?
Oh yeah. But I mean, they had candies, so it's not like they had like food.
Yeah, all right. I didn't
stores.
say after fucking three-course meal, did I? I just meant whatever they've got.
Yeah, I
God.
mean, they paid you like, I mean, God, this was back in the
70s.
mid 90s. I'm thinking like minimum wage was like what, $5.70, I think, maybe $6.
So were you in a video store when Scream came out?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's so cool. I'd cry.
I can just picture George reenacting the entire scene and having, hey, could you come over at 5 so we can reenact the scene?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Anyway,
God.
sorry.
It's not a
Yeah.
glamorous job as George, you might think. It was a great job for a teenager, but
Yeah.
it's, you know.
Oh, but just I remember the
Messing.
smell. Oh my god, I miss those days. A Friday night.
Well, George
Oh.
knows the smell of VCR cleaner very well, so
Oh my god.
I have, and I'll
yeah.
never do it again.
Really?
You clean up with poppers?
That's what it's a leather cleaner.
Oh dear. I don't know what you're talking about, girl.
I don't do none of that.
Uh-huh. He's polishing something else, huh? Anyways.
She's loose enough. So back to me.
Oh dear.
I'm conflicted. I have multiple. Okay,
This
no,
is-
I'm gonna go with, because I've spoke about Little Shop of Horrors a lot, I'm gonna go with The Mist instead.
oof. Good one.
Like, I
Oh,
know,
it's very popular on this
I
channel.
know the ending is supposed to be sad, and you're supposed to be like, oh my God, no, oh no, like everyone's dead and he's not. I just laugh. When it happened, like, I know, I know it's supposed to be sad, but it's just so, when he just gets out the car and he's like, no,
That's us coming back from Fire
I can't
Island.
help but
Ah,
laugh.
no, it's gonna be like White Lotus and somebody just coming in a coffin.
But we're gonna put them on the roof, like the
Right, like
residents
we're
of
gonna burn
Haddonfield
his-
did to Michael.
Oh wait, is that too old of a reference?
I love Weekend at Bernie's. Oh my god. Yes, just make sure I have a good time if I'm dead. Just
okay.
traipse me about.
It will be you that's dead.
If it's a Weekend at Bernie's moment, I will live.
Oh my god.
You'll see like a
George,
really attractive
George,
gentleman
you would
and have a heart attack
Weekend
and
at
die.
Bernie's. It is
Weekend at
such good-
Bernie's.
Yeah, they kill is the man that gets they kill this man. Basically, it's like a hit. They put a hit out on this man, and there's these two guys. He has like a beach house, and he's rich and all that stuff. But then the two guys go to visit him, and then he's dead. So they try to prop him up, so they can convince people that he's not dead. So it's just they're just carrying him around. They put glasses on him, and he's just like at the beach. Like it is one of the most funniest shits I've ever seen in my life. I used to be obsessed with this movie growing up.
It's such a good comedy.
I
you
do
gotta turn
like
your
stuff
brain
like
off.
that.
You got to turn your brain
Oh,
off.
George,
because it is
it's on
so
ITV Hub for free.
Really? Oh my god, how random!
Yeah.
I'll have a look at that then. Because my
It is
favorite
so much
scene
fun.
in Clue is when the police officer comes in and they're like they've got the dead bodies propped like it's an orgy. The lang like that. I used to watch that on repeat all the time. So I think that sounds like a bit of me. No.
We'll get him a
Anyway,
car.
Sorry,
An old black car.
a limousine.
Oh dear.
So, but where Liam?
Yes, but yes, The
Mist.
Mist. It's very good throughout. Very enjoyable. Is it what's she called?
Oh, that
Is it
woman,
Rebecca
yeah.
Gay Harden?
Yes.
Yeah,
Marcia Gay
um,
Harden.
Marcia Gay Harden. That's it. Oh, it's Rebecca Gay
Gay
Harden.
Hart.
Or what yeah. Oh, there's just too many fabulous women.
Too many
in America.
gays.
Yeah. Yeah. She as the priest.
You sound like Hitler.
Like priesty woman or whatever she is. Oh my god, so good. I am Hitler.
Okay.
And George is part of my Aryan race. Except I wish he just had more hair.
First blackface, then Latinos.
Oh my god.
Oh, no.
Wow.
You're never
You need
escaping that.
you
You're
need
never
to
escaping.
you need to stop telling our viewers that I did blackface and George is transphobic and racist. Like
Well,
people are
stop
actually
making
gonna
comments
start
like you
believing
just
it.
made. Jesus. Don't I mean, come on.
Oh my god, there's a difference between a joke and David seriously trying to make people think that we did these things.
I am on a crusade, darling. Anyway.
Cancel culture is real.
As a straight white man, I feel like we are so underrepresented and really left out of the conversation at all points in time.
That bucket of Crisco says differently, but let's move on.
Just the tip.
Oh my god, no. Terrified
Anyways,
too.
She has seen him. Just the tip. I said it. He's gonna go for the P, like the PP. And I don't want to watch it. I said it.
Mist.
Yeah, The Mist.
Yeah,
Excuse you?
The Mist.
We watched Terrifier too.
We watched.
No,
We
but you
watched
said that
them
just
both.
Oh no, there's a scene
It's
in just the where they're at just the tip in Terrifier 2.
Art is fucking?
No,
no,
there's no
just
somebody.
honestly, I think people have like David. Just go and watch the Terrifier films. I don't think you'll find them as bad as.
Well, I
Liam
mean,
didn't
I'm
find
making
them
out.
gory. I
Hold
thought they
on.
were-
I didn't.
I'm
wasn't.
gonna use David's words against him
Mhm.
because in Barbarian, David is very quick to say, "Well, I had to watch this because I don't miss any of Chu's videos."
Yeah, no, I'm missing that one, bitch.
All right. Well, I tried.
Just go like it and close the video.
Yeah, that's right. I can leave it on play so I can give him the watch time, but I ain't watching that bitch. No. But there was somebody that said, "Oh, you should do a binge watch of 1 and 2." I was like,
I did.
y'all are hateful. Y'all are hateful.
I
That's some
didn't-
fucked
It's a
up shit.
great. It's you know what though, it makes you appreciate the second one even more though because of the tonal shift. Like the second
Yes.
one is kind of like, I mean, it's comedy and there's some campy moments. Like it's so. I mean, you're never
I
gonna eat mashed
laughed a
potatoes
lot.
again, but
All I
Yeah,
have is
I
a
laughed.
picture of Art.
A lot.
I love that scene too. That scene's so good.
Oh, dude, that
He's
was
a
cute.
brilliant actor.
I think you would enjoy it. I think you would enjoy it, David. I think people have overhyped how like gory it is.
Yeah, because it's not gory like Saw, where it's like this is gross.
Yeah.
Like it's gory as in like camp as in like 80s.
It's
like where you
really
just kind of
camp in
like
80s, yeah.
Yutaka seems to
Okay.
think differently, but me and Liam both agree that
I don't
it's-
understand how you think this isn't like a
like where these people are
homage to
fainting.
80s
I don't know
horror.
where they're fainting. Maybe because it's
Well,
long.
I
but-
mean, I think part of it though too is, you know, not to deviate too far from our topic as normal.
Well, yeah, sorry.
Um,
Uh,
I think if there's like a 12 to 13 minute death sequence,
Oh,
some people
okay,
are
okay.
yeah, some people aren't prepared for that. So granted, when I went to see it in theaters, I laughed because there was a mom with her 2 kids that they look like they couldn't be older than like 10 or 12. And I just remember like in the bedroom scene, Liam
Yeah.
and George, and all of a sudden I just hear the mom go, "Oh hell no." It's just like, oh shit, that's pretty funny.
That was kind of the same look my grandma had when she went to take me to see Black Christmas. And when that mom dropped her panties on her son, bitch.
You were like, do you need to go out and get a drink? Or...
Honey, that Boniva was acting up that night, bitch.
oh my
Have
god.
mercy.
Right, well anyway, yeah, mine was
Sorry.
The Mist. So Yutaka, your third option, sir.
All right. So this one isn't so much horror as it is a psychological thriller, but I really enjoy it.
Ooh.
The original is, you should probably go see it. It's a 1955 film, French film, but I love the remake. It's Diabolique with Sharon Stone, Isabelle Adjani, and Chaz. I can never say his last name. Chaz
Bono?
Palmentieri.
Oh.
And Kathy
Sorry.
Bates. And basically, it's a husband and wife. The husband like beats his wife. He's an awful person. And he, of course, has a mistress. So the mistress and the wife
Bloody hell.
conspire to kill him. But the twist, because they think one of them thinks that they actually did kill him, but they didn't. It's actually the mistress and the husband who are purposely trying to scare the wife, who has a heart condition, into death, so then they can go live off. But then apparently he finds out and it just becomes a whole mess. And yeah, it's fun. It's kind of like it's just sexy and twisted, and anything with Sharon Stone I do adore. And this was back like, right, I want to say right after basic.
Are we sure we want to go with the statement of anything Sharon Stone does, we love?
Okay.
Are we forgetting
No,
Catwoman exists?
Wait, are we? Wait. Are we forgetting what?
Catwoman.
Here.
She turned the party
exists.
Catwoman, bitch.
You
When she
can
was putting
fuck
that
off,
cream on
she
her
did.
neck, I
Ooh.
was like, you better work, bitch. You better work, bitch. Oh, that white
But
suit that she had. Oh.
Yes.
Woo!
And this was just like when Sharon Stone was doing those movies like Sliver and, I enjoyed it. But obviously the French original is really good, but I love Sharon Stone. So it's a fun watch, and you never know who did it and all that, and then you're like, oh, twist upon twist upon twist. But the beating husband
it's
still
getting
gets it in the
twisty.
end, though. He does still die. So
Oh god. Just really twist it in and really ruin it for any people that haven't seen it.
Sit on it and spin. Yeah.
I mean, they're looking at your and George's face the entire time. So
Oh.
What?
Huh?
Just,
What?
I am
David. David, please take us away from the mess that is Yutaka.
Well, this was an honorary mention. I mean, because this one really, I didn't see this twist coming, bitch. Whoever tried to convince us that Velma was into that guy in Monsters Unleashed, y'all got me fucked up.
No.
That was a shot, bitch. Because damn well she put that latex suit on for Daphne, honey. You know very damn well when she was crawling on the floor. Yeah. Yeah. I was shocked. I was like, what are y'all doing to me? No, but that was, the great movie, but girl, come on now. And I'm so happy that she's actually a lesbian now. Yeah.
Officially.
Yay! Gay rights win.
but I really do love Monsters Unleashed.
It's a good film.
Oh my
Same.
god, but yeah, that was crazy. I was like, when she went down and all you hear is quick, quick, quick. I was like, oh my god. It was like, have you seen that Friends episode when he puts on the leather pants?
Yeah.
So good. But yeah, I love that. No, that was good. And it's, I just love the whole campiness of like when they find out who actually, what was his name from Family Guy? I forget his name, girl.
Seth Green.
Seth Green. Yeah. He was really good. And then,
He was.
yeah.
Jonathan Jacob.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, I love it. Oh my god. In the beginning, when they're at the gala thing, and
Yeah.
Daphne's wearing that thing. It was like the it's like an ostrich feather. Like it's
Yeah.
just like,
Are you like, come on, Alicia Silverstone. I like,
she's good. Yeah, she's really good.
she is great. She was so campy in that film. It was great.
So good. Oh my god.
They're both such good films. I would definitely like if James Gunn was like, I'm gonna make a third one, I'd be like, I will be there.
I would be on it. I'd be
Like-
opening night. I'd be like, any kid that I seen walking in, I'd be booting it in the face out of the theatre. Like, this isn't for you.
Oh god, there were like 11 year.
I made my mom take me to the movie theaters 5 times to watch the first one. She by the fourth time she was like, this fucking faggot is like getting on my nerves. Like it's like, oh my god. But I could not get enough of this movie. It's so good.
Go.
It is.
Y'all don't know, bitch. Oh my god. Daphne. Oh, anyways. So good.
My god.
Well, that is everyone.
I love being a girl. Anyway.
Does anyone have any like quick shout out run, no like explanation, just shout it out, honorable mentions?
I know it's a remake, but The Uninvited, that's turned me out. That's
That's a good
turned
one.
me out.
Yeah.
That
Final Destination 5, because that ending.
Oh, that was a good. I did
is that
like
when it
that.
all comes back to the
Yeah,
first one?
and you're like,
yeah, that was crazy.
I was like, yeah,
that was crazy.
I'm so excited.
That
for
was
Destination
actually
6, but
really
that was
impressive
great.
that they did that. I liked that.
I had no idea, and I was like,
That was a
'cause
solid movie.
I watched some people
Yeah.
do reactions to it, and they're like, "Oh yeah, look at this car. This looks like, what year is this? This car looks like it's from the early 2000s." Fucking, I didn't pick any of that up. 'Cause- and they were like, "Oh, is this?"
I'm trying to think if I have any. It's not really a
Split.
twist, but I will say
Full
hold
horror,
on.
but
It's not horror, but it's kind of a fun comedy. It's a twist for like some of the audience, or well, the other characters. But any of y'all seen Just One of the Guys from the 80s?
With Amanda Bynes.
Oh dude.
You could kind of get away with that, but no. It is about a girl who pretends to be a guy, so it's really good.
I think I've seen the poster.
Where she's got the football helmets in front of her boobs, and she's in the locker room.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
the one. Yeah.
That's a good poster.
I love it.
But it's
You
a
know I love
good fun
poster.
comedy. It's like one of those, like mid 80s sex comedies.
Like
Sex.
Porky's.
cool story.
Oh my god,
I'm-
Porky's was something else.
Oh, Happy Birthday to Me
George.
is a good one. That ending with all of them in the table. They're all
Oh
dead in the-
yes!
Ooh, that was so good. And she turns on that candle and all of them are dead around the table. Oh, so
Some
good.
great kill sequences in that too.
The poster with the just
that death. Ugh.
oh, it's so good. I would never let anybody feed me like that, bitch. Shish kebab trying to be romantic and shit. No,
That's just asking for trouble.
Yeah. No, it's up my ass, mate.
I love how our quick round of let's shout out a name and not say anything never works.
Did you have one, Liam?
I did. I had Yutaka said I don't have one, so I went to talk, and then he told us to shut up. So I was going to shout out Split.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Not full horror, but yeah. So thank you for joining us today.
Oh, damn.
If you enjoyed, well, we need to get ended.
You do. I mean,
Double ended. Yes.
Requiem
thank you
for
for
a
joining us
Dream?
today. Oh my God, boy.
Shut up.
You are in trouble. No supper.
Oh,
Thank you. Thank you for joining us today. If you would like more content, please do subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you are informed of any future videos. Please do look back through our catalogue. You can watch David being a mess. Quite a lot of episodes, so fun for you. We do have extra content on our Patreon. Links are all down below. You can also follow us on our social medias, which is at the Horror Tower at the Horror Hour TV on Twitter and Instagram. So thank you for joining us today.
If you recently got circumcised as an adult, you can send me the tips.
Oh my god.
Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
You have been listening to the Horror Hour. See you next time.